That's when he found out. Stephen A. Smith joining us now. Hey, Stephen A., you knew what was coming after the news broke last night of DeMarcus Cousins signing with the Warriors. What's your reaction to those who say, man, the Warriors are ruining the NBA?
Well, I think people need to grow up, and I think people need to just stop all of this nonsense. It really gets on my damn nerves, to be quite honest with you. Listen, Boogie Cousins is not going to be available probably until April or May. He's going to have to work off the rust, and then even then, he's going to be in the Warriors lineup, and he's going to be the fourth option at best. And so when we understand that, we recognize the potency of the Golden State Warriors, but they were going to be potent with or without them. I'm not trying to say that he doesn't help them, but this is a guy that averaged 25, 13, and 5 last season, okay, as the number 1 or number 1A option. He's going to be a fourth option in Golden State. You got to take those things into consideration. And more importantly, you got to be about embracing the challenges, understanding that the Warriors is going to be incumbent upon them to figure out what role he can play and how he can play it in their system to such a degree that he doesn't grow frustrated or turned off by what's transpiring. You could say a lot of things when nobody's picked up the phone to call you and you're looking for a contract. But once you have that contract and you're in tow and you're anxious to get out there because you're a free agent, you're going to be a free agent next summer, and you're anxious to remind everybody of the greatness that you put on display for the first 9 years of your career. If you're inhibited from doing so because 3 other individuals on the squad are bigger options than you, who knows what kind of negative impact that could have. So people need to stop whining and crying and go out there hell-bent on competing, because true champions are ones who want to knock off champions so they can validate their own greatness, as opposed to whining about the level of competition that they got to go up against.
Well, all right then. Let's go back down south to Los Angeles for a second. We've heard that LeBron is willing to be patient with the Lakers front office, but James is 33, turning 34 in December. Winning soon would be preferred, I'm sure. How satisfied are you with the Lakers roster as presently constructed?
Not very satisfied. I'm happy that they still held on to Kyle Kuzma rather than give in to the San Antonio's demands, which I have heard were Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, and about 3 first-round picks. Certainly, LA would have been foolish to do that, assuming those things are true. But in the end, what it comes down to is that Rondo can ball. He elevates his level of play in the postseason, but he's no shooter. Lance Stevenson is an enigmatic individual who shows up in big moments from time to time, but I'm not dependent on him either. Don't get me started with JaVale McGee. The only thing I'm looking forward to seeing when it comes to him is Shaq and the fool. So the bottom line is, when you look at it from that perspective, there's some huge question marks. The Lakers are on the phone presently trying to get a shooter. They were hoping to get their hands on J.J. Redick. That did not work out because he re-signed with Philadelphia. Who knows who they're going to get in tow as a shooter. The pressure's not on LeBron to win this year, because no matter who you had, you were not going to be the favorite over Golden State. But they do recognize the priority of getting Kawhi Leonard, especially since you're not going to get Paul George. They're still working on that. Who knows what's going to happen within the next 24 hours or so as it pertains to that. But they definitely need more than they have right now. So I'm not satisfied.
Stephen A. Smith breaking it down. My man, appreciate you.